Modern dating.
Oh,
I'm a newly single girl.
Okay.
I've been single for 2.5 years.
Is that newly single?
For me, it's the longest I've ever been single because I've literally jumped in from one relationship to the next, and I never gave myself a break. So for me, it's a brand new experience. You know, the dating myself, the discovering myself, and then I've recently been dating with an intention of possibly meeting a mate, right? Okay. So in September, my birthday that just passed, I decided to move forward with an intention of, okay, I feel like I'm ready to be vulnerable, practice the lessons that I've learned and apply them, right? And I kid you not, the dating pool is so bad.
Piss in it.
It's so bad.
It has piss in it.
Like 1-2 dates, like, oh no, something intuitive, like I'm not gonna try to figure it out and wait. No, I don't have time. Dead it. And come to find later on, person's married, person's, you know, abusive, person's this, and I'm like, oh wow, my intuition
was right.
Okay, cool. But now I've been consistently talking to an individual, and there are no labels, which is kind of good for me because I want to do the opposite of my past. My past was like, what are we? You know, if I'm not your girlfriend, I can't sleep with you type of thing, you know? Like, we're getting to know each other, and I think that's great because in the process of my dating, I know what I want and what I don't want. And there's a lot of things that this individual brings that I want. And there's a lot of new school waves that I'm so naive about with things because I hear my guy friends bitching and moaning like, yo, you know, and these are guys that are well off that make like 6 figures, but they're like, damn, it would mean a lot if a girl can like, you know, hold her own weight if I'm just courting her, right? So hearing this type of intel and this type of information, not from broke dudes, but from dudes that, you know, don't want to be taken advantage of either, I put that as ammunition for me to benefit myself in the aspects of, okay, if that's what my guy friends are talking about and bitching and moaning, let me be the opposite. Let me be a new age woman, right?
So you're doing it because
I'm doing it because
you're getting this intel from men, and you think you're doing it because
I'm doing it for both reasons. One, financially, I can.
Okay.
You know, I'm well off, thank God. You know, and two, I've always, growing up with brothers, I've always got intel. They're like 13, 14 years older than me. So I've always, this is why it's so bizarre, because it's like I've gotten intel from a young age what guys, I presume, want in a woman. A good woman. What makes a good woman good. A lot of the times with the wrong man, they take this and they project their insecurities on you, and it's like they resent you.
But are you doing it because that's what you want to do, or are you doing it because this is what the men in my life are telling me, so this must be what men want?
It's a choice. It's a choice. Okay. It's like information that you get.
You take in.
And then it's like, all right, I have a choice whether to be or not be this. And I'm totally comfortable with being that. And I'm totally comfortable with shining. I don't ever want that to be misconstrued as she thinks her shit don't stink. Mm-hmm. But a lot of the times that gets confusing for a man because they think that, oh, she thinks her shit don't stink. But that's not the fact. The fact of the matter is...
Why do you sound so cute saying that? She think her shit...
Because she like, because it don't. Because it doesn't.
Because my shit do stink.
Okay, so
name me a person who shit don't stink.
Okay, but let's get a let's get a little deep. How long have you been dating this person?
A couple months now, and it's been good, and I really do enjoy their company, and you know.
Are you guys on the same level? Like you say, a couple of months. So I feel like at this big age that we're at, after a couple of months, it's kind of like you have enough background information to determine whether or not I'm going to move forward. Yes. I'm going to stop. I'm going to dead it, right? So
and it's still fresh, right? It's still fresh.
It's still new. It's still fresh because even though it's been like 4 months, it's not like I see him and talk to him every day. Like he's got a job, a career, and other projects that he's got going on as well as myself. So when we do spend time together, it's quality versus quantity. So we're spending quality time versus, let's just kill time, you know? So in that time, collectively, if you want to be like a certain number, I would say it's only been like 2 months out of the 4 months. You know what I'm saying?
But you're saying at this level of the relationship that you're in, like,
that
you can
I do enjoy their company.
And you can be like, all right, babe, we can split this.
And like, of course, I'm totally comfortable. It's not like, holy shit, like, oh my God.
It's a big deal.
Like, oh my God, it's cutting my expenses. This guy, if he wants to be with me, why am I paying for this? It's not, but then I have friends of mine that look at me like I'm crazy.
But is this a big deal to you? Like, is it not a big deal to you right now? Because it's fun and it's flirty and it's dating. What about like if you guys progress to being into a serious committed relationship where now you live together? Mm-hmm. you're going to be okay with like, you're gonna keep that same energy. Like, we went 50-50 on dates. So when we move in together, you got 50 of these bills. Like, you're okay with that.
Financially, I'm okay with it. It's just, here's the thing. What I get confused by when it comes to my friends is because they know that I take care of my mother and my father. Mm-hmm. So that's a financial additive that I have. That's a responsibility to me. And that's nobody's responsibility but mine. Right. And I would never expect the man to come into my life and take care of that, you know? Would I still be able to go 50-50? Yes, I would. The question, I guess, is, it's basically society. Like, society will look and be like, this is completely wrong. A man needs to be providing for her, especially if she's taking care of her mom and her dad. The man should be adding stuff.
But and it's confusing to me. What do you think, though? Because it's like, what do you think? Like, it sounds like you're okay with maybe splitting
I definitely feel like you're okay with splitting 50-50 and you're just concerned about society.
I'm concerned about the guy not feeling like a guy, because I don't want, like, the whole conversation we were just having earlier today on how men will then feel belittled or feel like they don't have their purpose or their place.
If you're splitting 50-50 with them?
Yeah. Well, if your person feels like he's going to feel less than if he's not providing, then you let him provide. Why would there be no
if he feels comfortable with letting you split 50-50 on dates, he's going to be comfortable with letting you split that rent 50-50. Like, it's like, pay for this $400 dinner or pay for this $4,000 rent. Like, at the end of the day, if he's comfortable with you doing that, he's going to be comfortable with you doing it. The question is, are you comfortable with it? Are you okay with it? And I think that's just what it is. Like, what works for people works for people. Like, it might be two people who come together who say, like, we don't care about gender roles. It's just kind of like, this is what the expenses are. We're going to bust that down the middle. We're going to go about our business. There might be a woman who's like, yeah, no, I don't do that. There might be a man that be like, yeah, no, I don't do that. Right. So I think it's just about, like, who you connect with. Like, what are your preferences? And you seek people who have those same preferences, then you won't have those problems. But it sounded like you were okay with splitting, like, dinner and, like, an activity. Well, but when it came to now we live together and we got to pay this rent, you're like,
For sure. I just feel like after this conversation has come up so much, I just feel like there's no, like, one way to do things.
That's why I say you do things like how it works for you. Like, what might be right for me and what might be comfortable for me may not be the same for you. And that's okay. It's like, are you happy with the, arrangement you have? Then good. More power to you. But I might not be okay with that. I'm going to do I'm going to do what I'm comfortable with. Like, what your preferences are might not be my preferences. That doesn't mean you're right and I'm wrong. It just means, like, date people who have the same thoughts and ideas as you. It's really that simple. It's really that damn simple.
Because it was interesting, because I remember early on you said, if you're courting me, I expect you to pay for, because you're asking me for my time. Yeah, but if we're in a relationship and it's 50-50, then that transition I'm totally okay with. Mm-hmm. In this situation, we're not in a relationship, so the thing that, like, the argument of my friends are like, you're doing the dating, the courtship wrong.
Yeah, you want to know if you're tripping for, like, doing the 50-50 at this stage?
Like, they're like, why are you paying? Like, they're interested in you, and they want to take you out. They asked you to come to this fancy thing. You would have been completely fine going to your cafe, hole in a wall. So he invited me, I'd be like, all right, so, he invited me to go out to have lunch at this rooftop in Manhattan, and it was really cool, and, and then who paid, asked me who paid the bill. I'm like, well, I paid for mine and he paid for his. What's your raw opinion?
Listen, I'm going to enjoy the experience for what it was. You invited me. You're trying to
as my friend, like, as someone.
Oh, I'm like, girl, you out your damn mind. Like, what the hell?
You see,
and it doesn't even have to do with, like, you're broke and you can't do it, because at the end of the day, like, if I was ever on a date, I've never been on a date where a man has ever asked me to go 50-50. But if I ever were on a date where that happened, you know what? Okay, I'm going to pay 50-50 because I can. But I'm good.
Like, I didn't ask to go.
I'm good. Like,
so that's your
you invited me out. You're trying to court me. You're trying to pursue me. So I just feel like putting all that effort in and then being like, hey, girl, you know what I'm saying? I need half. It's going to be like, okay, you got it. I'm going to give it to you, but you ain't going to get shit else from me.
Okay.
Honestly, that's my perspective always. But I feel like as your friend, I have to know your relationship. Because me talking to you all night, I know that you've been in this courtship for a couple of months now. It's like, well, has he got you?
Where's it going?
It kind of seems like he's got you. You guys are exclusive. I feel like the courting is done. Like
the courting is done when we decide to
long-
be in a relationship together. And I think that changes everything, right? Like if we're dating, we're just having fun. Like if I'm dating you, I don't have any obligations to you. Like, of course there has to be like a certain level of respect.
I feel
and
like
that just comes with like
I feel like there's a
right?
difference in like courting to like trying to get her and actually have gotten her and just like casually dating. Because if you guys are now in the stage where you guys are just casually dating, I don't feel like there's any need for him to be paying all of the, you know, restaurant bills now. You
right,
know?
but I think that's what comes with like making those establishments, like have those conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
How do you
works for
start a
you,
con-
man.
Like, how do you
How-
start
how-
a
how do you- I was
conversation
gonna
about
ask, how
who's
do you
going to
start-
be paying for
How
what
do you
now?
start a conversation?
That's, I mean, it's
It's
never
like,
been a
okay,
conversation.
so-
I'm like, I've never had to have that conversation. I don't know how to answer that, but
Wait, what has your experience been like?
nobody is. I mean, personally, no man has ever asked me to split anything with them. I've never had that experience.
Do you think it's because of you've set such a tone that like I'm not gonna do that, and so you're attracting that? Like me, I'm okay with that, so I've obviously attracted that. So obviously that may be where.
No, because I don't think I set that tone, right? Because like I said, to me, it's not like I have a problem splitting something with a man. Like if I'm dating you, we're in like a committed exclusive relationship. It's like you still have to pay for anything. No, I'm just saying like I've never had that experience where a man has said, hey, listen, I need half. I've never experienced that. That's not to say that like.
Have you ever been in an experience with a man that doesn't go down on you?
No, girl.
Girl, always.
Wait, what?
Always.
Yep.
What?
Wait, what?
I'm like, I don't know.
This is my new experience.
with like
Y'all for real? You said always?
Jamaican men
Wait, Jamaican men don't like going down?
apparently, but they're a liar. Like they're liars. But so apparently Jamaican men don't.
Totally curveball.
Apparently Jamaican men don't give head, but I feel like that's a complete lie because I feel like some of them really do, and I feel like they're all like followers. It's just like it's been such a stigma, so it's like they feel like, oh, I'm not doing that. We don't do that. Yeah. And it's like I've been in like before I was in the relationship that I'm in now, I've only been with one guy like officially. Mm-hmm. And we were together for about 3 years, and like he did not give head.
Girl, really? I'm clutching my pearls. Wait, so you were in a relationship with a man for 3 years who never went down on you?
Correct. Well, actually, towards the end, when he knew I was leaving, like
he tried to keep you.
Yeah.
Was it a big thing?
Is it okay for you? Like, is head not important? Because I feel like if it's not important to you and he doesn't do it, then what does it matter, right? But wait, is that important to you?
Honestly, at the time, it wasn't that important to me because
you wasn't getting it.
That was
if you was getting it'd be very important to you, Amanda.
No, I wasn't because I lost my virginity to him, so I didn't even.
So you didn't experience anything.
See that change? See that's different.
Okay,
you lost your virginity, so what do you know, right? So I feel
obviously nothing.
If you lost, not even that, but like if you lost your virginity,
but you knew the question.
He's the one guiding you, right? Like it's likely that he wasn't a virgin when he took your virginity, so he's probably giving you the blueprint, like. Yeah, babe, this how sex go. Men don't put their mouth on that.
So here's my thing.
And then you found out that they do.
Yeah, and that's
okay.
That hurts your feelings.
Not exactly true.
You dealt with that as well?
Okay, so not for all men. I've never dealt with it up until recent. And mind you, I hate when a guy goes down on me. Not because they suck.
No. Pause. Why?
I've never, it just sometimes guys get too excited, and I know this is wrong.
You haven't had the right head.
This is
you
wrong.
Haven't had the right head.
This is wrong because, okay, wait, listen. Mm-hmm. I enjoy pleasing someone. I'm a giver. There's no doubt about it. I'm a giver. Fun. It's really hard to receive, but
it's hard to receive.
It's hard for me to receive, but wait. I love going down on a man. I love giving him head. But when it comes to that being reciprocated, I've always felt like, ew, like I think about, and I know this is my Virgo, probably analytical person. Ew, how many bitches have you eaten? That's gross. Get your fucking nasty ass mouth away from
But
my
it's okay
shit.
with you
But
putting your
you
mouth on their dick because that's where
it's very
that's where the dick goes.
Wait, right. So now this is where it gets even more mind fuck for me because I've never really liked it because I'm like, ew, that's gross, you know, blah, 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 go brush your teeth, go rinse your mouth, and then do this because my kitty's too pretty, you know. but then I've allowed them to do it, and sometimes it's felt good. Not all the time. I have dealt with it one time where a man has not gone down on me or offered. And it became like, and my friends were like, well, why is it an issue if you don't even like getting head? And I'm like, I don't know. And
I want to respectfully decline the offer.
And they were like, and what they brought to light.
I still want them to want to.
I want you to offer, but I want to say no.
What they brought to light to me was, what does it bother you that it's not a reciprocated offer? And I thought like, oh shit, that might just be it. That might just be what it is. Like I've never not had a man want to not go down on me.
Let me ask you this. Honestly, do you kiss them in the mouth?
Yes, I've kissed them.
So why would it not be okay for them to eat your pussy?
It's not that it's not okay. It's just my own mental thing that I have to. Once I get through that mental block, then then it's pleasing for me. You know
what causes the block, right? Because to me, kissing a man in the mouth is way more intimate than you.
I'm sorry because all right, you know what? As a woman who has obviously parts, I know that we bleed. I know that and I know men can be they don't care. They just don't care. So I just
exactly. So go for it.
And that's the shit that bothers me. Women were kind of like, all right, let's go take a shower, or you know, I know it's not sweaty, nasty, it's good, it's in a good condition. It's different. I don't know what it is, but I'm not talking about that. We're talking about the fact
Here's
that...
my thing. I could be coming for the gym. If it's Fiji, it's Fiji. Like, we ain't got those kind of problems.
The fact of the matter is like, yeah, and I take really good care of myself, and I don't want no motherfucker to just, I don't know.
But to me, I think what I'm asking you, like, to me, it's confusing. I feel like kissing someone in the mouth is so much more intimate.
I love kissing in the mouth.
Right. So what I'm saying is you will kiss the man in the mouth, but you'll have reservations about him going down on you.
It's the head for me.
It's
right.
Like,
to me,
you don't be thinking about where that penis has been. That
to me, that's much more important, right? So if you'll let him put the penis in you, but you'll have reservations about him, and I'm asking, I'm not assuming.
And I don't know where it comes from. I just know that I went.
That's just.
I know I went to an all-girls school. I know that some girls are very nasty down there, and
But if you know you're not,
and
it's like
I'm not. But the thing is, just like
it's Thanksgiving, baby.
It's just weird. It's just, and again, once I get through that mental block, once they're doing what they're doing, I'm gonna say, 9 times out of 10, it's felt good. Once I get
it has
myself,
more to do with like
it's my mental block.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with.
But the thing is, having experience for the first time in my life, a man not offer, then it put me in my feels a little bit. And my friends were like, "Let's just be real. You're not even big on that. Like
it doesn't matter. You're like he didn't offer."
Like, and I didn't. I was like, but I don't know what it bothers me. And then one of my girls was like, "It's probably because he just didn't offer because you're giving, and the polite thing, I guess, would be." And now it's a different thing if he's not into doing that. That's totally different because then you both are like a happy pair because you don't like getting eaten.
So you're okay with dating a man that says, "Listen,
I don't like it.
I'm not into it. I don't want to do it." You're okay with dating him?
I'll be like, all right, cool. You're a perfect match. You're a perfect match because I don't like that anyway.
You said you like pleasing though.
No. For me, done to me. Yeah, I love to please. I love to give head.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you love to give head. So, that's just something you love to do, right? It doesn't have anything to do with whether or not he's doing it to you. And that's just your preference.
Right. That's
right. So, what I'm saying is, like, you're okay with always giving the head. Right. And you would be okay with a man that you're dating or that has never liked saying, "Hey, babe, that's not my thing. I don't want to do it." You're okay with that.
Damn, it really sucks that you like to give head. Because I would be like, I'm not doing that.
But wait.
How do you feel about that, though?
But if I know that a motherfucker has given bitches head, then why have you not gone down on me?
How would you know that, though?
Did you ask him?
He gonna lie. Here's my thing, and I'm gonna be very honest with you.
You know what it is?
I'm not dating you. I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not okay with not getting head. Absolutely not. Like, no.
Can I be really honest with you? I feel very vulnerable right now, and it's gonna be crazy.
It's okay. Let it out.
Okay, I'm his first not white girl.
So what does that mean?
All vaginas are created differently.
Are they?
They are.
Vaginas get
Wait,
wet.
did he say that? Did he
Like,
say
it's
your
like-
vagina is different
that to
than...
you?
No, he never said that. Never said that. No. He's not the bad guy. Here's me the over. So, okay. Obviously, you know that I'm not white. Okay? So I'm
You're
not
like
pink.
putting out your skin like...
I'm not white. I have olive in me. I'm tan. I'm bronzy. I get bronze. You know, I'm indigenous. So, obviously, I don't. It's not.
I can't speak for other women's, but I can only speak for my own vagina. Here,
Some women come with different shades,
Okay.
different colors, different, different sizes, different
Right.
this. Now, sizes can vary on any ethnicity.
the sizes of vagina.
But of the lips. I'm talking about lips. I'm talking about.
I don't think that's a cultural thing. Is that just
No, I'm saying everybody has. I'm just saying, but white women have. It's not dark down there.
Oh, so you think that has something to do with like who's attracted to you?
No, I thought that might be the reason. But then come to find out that the first time we had sex, okay, we were both a little tipsy. Mm-hmm. He had apparently gone down on me, and it was getting.
You didn't
really hot.
remember?
I
was about to say, what do you
It
mean
wasn't good
apparently?
enough.
It was a little. I was a little tipsy. I remember now when he did say, he was like, "But you wanted me to, be inside of you."
No, tell me. I want to know.
And I was like, "Oh,
he wanted you to what?
No, I had told him. I took his head and I was like, "No, I want you inside me."
Okay.
So that's something that sounds like what I would say.
Okay.
And oh my God, so he did go down on me. But why haven't you tried since then? And in one conversation on vacation, we were talking about, and I said something about vaginas, and he was like, I was like, yeah, you don't like vaginas, right? He's like, oh no, I like vaginas. I've seen some really pretty vaginas, and then I've seen some like not so pretty vaginas, and then I was like, do I fall into the not so pretty vaginas?
Oh, so see, I think you're taking a lot of stuff personally.
It
right?
is. It is. I feel like.
I think
What
it's
did
an
he
internal thing.
say?
No, and I didn't say anything about that. I stood quiet and I observed. I took that in and I was processing in. So is this why he has not gone down on me since then? But I never approached him and
You
said,
never really asked?
The guys that I've been with the Portuguese guy who's European, an Italian guy, European, a German, Italian guy, European, and a kid from Michigan. They don't get
So
more
you
white
have the
than that.
fetish.
No, I have. I guess. No, because I've seen black men and Asian men that I'm like, God, he's fucking fine as hell. I just haven't had the opportunity to sit down and get to know on a deeper romantic level. Because all my friends that are black, because all my girlfriends are black, they're either married or engaged or not. I haven't met a single black man. Let's just say, okay. And the Latinos, I'm sorry, I wouldn't. They would be at the bottom of my tier because they're very machismo. They're really about like
Latin men.
Latin men.
Ooh, yeah.
They're very like, and I can't deal
are.
with that because.
Oh,
I just can't deal with that. So my experience is the guys that I've dated have been in a relationship. They've all gone down on me. Again, that's been their thing. They want to please me because I'm pleasing them, and they're reciprocating it. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to take that away from them because they want to clearly.
But it sounds like you're like
But-
okay, like you're okay with it either way. Like if you give it to me, fine. It only sounds like you're not okay with it
Because
if
he
they're not
didn't offer.
offering.
Because he didn't offer it.
Because you're like,
But then also that one thing that was mentioned, and he was like, "Oh no, I like vaginas," because I thought he didn't, because I was completely oblivious of the.
you thought he didn't like vaginas?
No, I didn't think he liked eating out vaginas.
Oh.
Yeah, of course he liked vaginas because we had sex. We have sex, really great sex. But what I'm saying is, when I was saying that, he's like, "No, I've seen some really pretty ones, and then I've seen some," and then I'm like, and this conversation was before realizing that he's already gone down on me. So it's like, it's very like, I don't know if it's because I'm not pink down there, I have melanin. It's brown, what the fuck? Like, it's not pink. It's not peach.
Don't matter the color. Does it taste,
I know it don't
like,
matter.
Right, like, does it taste good?
It does
That's all
taste
that
good.
matters.
I've been told it
What are
tastes
your
delicious.
thoughts on that,
I've been
though?
told
Like,
it
are
tastes
you
delicious.
like? Because it seems like, and like I said, like, what your preference is what your.
And now I
preference
kind
is.
of want motherfucker to go down.
Yeah.
I would not be dating anyone that told me that they're not giving head. Like, I'm just not accepting that anymore.
Yeah, and he didn't say he doesn't give head Clearly
Anymore.
he
So
gave
once
head.
upon a time you did.
No, yeah, once upon a time I did because I
She
was
discovered
young.
how good it is.
Because I was young. I was 17 when I lost my virginity and I was in that relationship.
Okay.
And I was in that relationship for 3 years. So yeah, I dealt with that, and I spoke to someone right after him. Like, we dated. I didn't, like, that wasn't my boyfriend, but we dated. He didn't give head either, and I didn't give him head right back.
Okay. Wait, so you're saying you have a girlfriend right now, right?
Yeah.
So are you bisexual? Are you?
I guess we can say that.
Yeah, you just like whatever I like is what I like.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's not whatever.
She clearly is having more fun with the girl though, because the men have disappointed.
So
the men have disappointed.
So is there a difference to you whether or not, like, okay, so you've dated men, you've slept with men, you've dated women. You know, I'm not saying you've dated women and slept with women, but like you're saying you're in a relationship with a woman right now, right? Like, so does it make a difference to you whether or not, like, being in a relationship with a woman and they're offering or not offering to give head versus a man? Like, does that make a difference to you? Like, do you take it more personally if, like, if this a man is saying he doesn't give head versus a woman not saying? Because a man say, like, no, I'm not going to give you some head, but I've
never experienced that. A woman.
What if a woman said, I don't like it?
What are you gonna? What else are you doing?
No, well, I was gonna say, would that be considered?
No, my thing is like,
selfish?
Yeah, I mean,
would that be considered selfish of her to not reciprocate it for you? And is that only?
So if she said, I got some toys, I got some strap-ons, I got a bunch of other shit, but I don't want to put my mouth down there. How would you feel? A relationship with a woman, would you be okay with that? Do you have the same standards and same rules whether you're in a relationship with a man? Would you take it personal? Or a woman?
I mean, I'm gonna take it personal either way. Man, woman, it's like this is what I'm not accepting anymore.
Now you know you like
this. But with a woman, you're not gonna find that.
Right.
She's not telling you that. Okay. Like she's just not. She's doing it. Okay.
So that's like it would never even happen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is what I'm saying.
But what about you?
What about me?
So if he comes to you and he says, I'm not eating that pussy.
That's going to be very difficult. I might not talk to him no more.
But you're saying that you've
I feel like
dealt with men who
would like to straight out say, I'm not.
I mean, if you
sounds rude. That sounds rude.
Well, I don't mean like on the first date where like, yeah, what kind of drink do you want?
If they say that to me, I'm going to be like, oh, well, then I can't give you head.
No, I mean,
that sounds like, oh, okay.
Bye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm walking out.
But if somebody genuinely was like, I've tried, it's not my thing, I really don't like doing that, it makes me throw, like, and I could feel that sincerity, then in my truth of truths, I know.
But do you guys have sex conversations before actually having sex?
No.
I've never had sex conversations.
So, no, actually, I'll take that back. No, I take it back. Like, I feel like when I was younger, I didn't have those conversations, right? When I was younger, it was like, oh my God, I'm not asking him that. I'm not talking about that. Like now, at this age, it's like, what's up? You fucking somebody else? Like, what we got? What are we doing?
Well,
right?
That's different. You know knowing what if they're exclusively with you or someone else is very important to have that conversation.
I mean, it can be important, but they can lie as well.
And they can. That's
right.
Also
so
true.
My thing is like, where you at with it? Like, or what are we doing? Right? It comes.
I could tell you this: the older I've gotten, the hornier I've become, though.
I know, but you guys don't have like sex conversations like before you actually get to like try it out. Like you guys never be like,
the sex conversations.
So what have you done?
The sex conversations.
Yeah, I've done like
no after sex. I'd be like, oh, so what's your fantasy?
So you don't disclose it till after because we've had we're grown. Like we can have sex conversations before and guess what? I can make you feel like I'm about to have all the sex with you, but guess what? I'm not. I can have a whole conversation with you. We can discuss everything we want to discuss. You can feel like I'm about to give you some pussy, but guess what? I'm not.
I'm not teasing nobody that. I'm not.
No. I don't think it's I'm not saying it's teasing. If we're having a sex conversation and you're turned on by what I'm saying to you, then that is between you and your dick. But I'm not saying I'm gonna fuck you just because I'm saying.
Why am I be talking about sex with nobody I want to have sex with?
But we're grown. Like we can't. Like I'm talking with you about sex. Does that mean I want to go home and sleep with you?
You're like a phone sex operator.
Can I explain this?
It is.
You're kind of cute.
This so I don't plan the sex. Once we've had sex and I'm comfortable with you, then I want to venture and be like, oh, what are you into? What have you done? And
have you ever had sex with somebody and like that was the
have you got
that was the incident that like
me
broke the ice?
What turns you on? Like me, I'm like I'll tell them what turns me on.
Dating exclusively and going together.
Apparently, there's an extra step.
What's his name?
I'm not gonna do that.
No, what does dating exclusively mean though? Dating exclusively means hello, it's me and it's you, right? There's no other outside party.
Apparently, there's an extra level to this.
No, I think you love him, so you letting some shit slide.
Do you love him?
You love him?
I think you gotta go to him tonight and say, "Are you my boyfriend?"
She's okay, but what's the difference between saying I'm dating exclusively and you're my boyfriend? Because the way I define it, dating exclusively means I'm dating you and you're dating me.
And
you're
I will
not
punch
entertaining
you
these people.
if you're entertaining anybody else.
No, I'm not gonna punch you. I'm gonna
cut you.
No, I said cut.
I'll punch you.
Oh, cut.
I'm
right,
gonna paper cut you because that shit hurts.
So dating exclusively and like being in a
rules. I'm just living in this
No.
world.
I'm asking you what your rules are. So you said we're dating exclusively. So to me, dating exclusively means I'm dating you and you're dating me, and anything outside of that is gonna be a problem.
Yes. Well, that's
right. So that means we go together. I love you. Come rub my feet. Right.
Yeah, do you see the wheels turning in my head right now? Absolutely.
So what is dating exclusive? What does dating exclusively mean to you if it doesn't mean we're together?
To me it means that he's the only guy I'm entertaining.
So y'all go together. Y'all go together.
But I can't. But I will not
y'all
say
go
he's
together.
my boyfriend.
Why not? What's the difference?
Because motherfuckers, I guess, get scared of that title too soon. I don't understand. I don't know.
But why are you concerned with that?
I'm not concerned because I'm actually okay. I'm concerned about the conversation I still don't know the answer to. How do I approach this? Hey. Is my pussy not pink enough for you? Please, somebody tell me what to do.
See, you gotta ask him that before you ask him.
Why would you ever have to ask a man that if you're not eating my pussy like, nice to meet you?
Jasenia,
why does that have to be?
Like you think need to say we need to talk about something?
I'm not having a conversation with a man.
Do you think it's wrong that I had this conversation here first before I got a chance to talk about it with him?
No.
Is he gonna watch this?
Probably.
Talk to him like tonight. And then tell him when it's gonna air.
Don't air this! Don't air this! I think, how did we get here?
It's Alan.
Alan, you damn devil.
Yeah, Alan's tricky.
Alan, you got me into trouble.
What did I do?
Because this is not a conversation I wanted to have with the whole world. I wanted to have it with
Why
you.
didn't you have that conversation?
Because I'm very shy. I'm still learning how to be vulnerable.